Malaka welcomes the Malaysian head of state. Their Majesties the Yang di-Pertuan Agong and the Raja Permaisuri Agong were received by His Excellency Tun Haji Abdul Malik, the Governor of Malacca, and Tu Puan Fatimah, the Chief Minister of Malacca, and state dignitaries. The Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Encik Snu bin Abdul Rahman, accompanied their Majesties during the visit. The people of Malacca have long awaited the visit of their Majesties, and to many of them today, their dreams came true. After the royal salute, the king inspected the guard of honor of men of the 1st Reconnaissance Regiment. This is the first official visit of their Majesties to Malacca. A 3-day elaborate program has been drawn up for the king and queen. His Majesty is then introduced to the VIPs and other prominent citizens who have come to welcome him. More than 50,000 people, including 25,000 school children, lined the 5-mile route from the airport to Sri Malacca to welcome their beloved king and queen. The grandeur of Malacca has been wiped out by Western colonizers since the 16th century. But today, independence offers the state new hopes for development and progress and a very bright future. His Majesty's first visit is to the Royal Customs College. On arrival, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong was received by the principal of the college. The Malaysian Customs has been well renowned for their effectiveness in stamping out smuggling. This is the result of a highly organized system and the exercise of prevention, resulting in the saving of a large amount of government revenue. Here, His Majesty observes the courses undergone by Malaysian customs officers and an exhibition of pictures of methods of smuggling. The band of the Henry Gurney School at Teluk Mas. The band of the Henry Gurney School has been well appreciated by His Majesty since its performance at a royal birthday display at Stadium Merdeka in Kuala Lumpur recently. The Henry Gurney School was established in 1950 to accommodate energetic but misguided children within the age group of 14 and 17. Here, their energies are channeled towards more profitable activities in woodwork and art for the betterment of their future. The boys felt greatly honored of His Majesty's visit here. At the same time, the Raja Permaisuri Agong visited the Sekolah Perempuan Sungai Lere. These girls, who are within the age group of 8 and 18, are given training in moral education and handicraft to enable them to be useful members of their society as social workers or housewives. At Jasin in Malaka, a garden party was held at the home of the district officer. Representatives of the people and government servants came to pay homage and loyalty to His Majesty the King. Malaka, which completely lost its sultanate since the 16th century, is overwhelmed by His Majesty's royal visit that brings back happy recollections of the grandeur of the Empire of Malacca. This happy feeling of the people of Malacca is depicted in the free mingling between the king and the people. At a state banquet at Dewan Hang Tuah, His Excellency Tun Haji Abdul Malik said that His Majesty's visit to Malacca has heightened the spirit of the people to work harder for progress. In his reply, the king expressed his appreciation of the warm and tumultuous welcome by the people of this oldest state in Malaysia. Cultural dances by the different communities in Malacca were then held. The show marks the end of Their Majesty's 3-day official visit to the land of Hang Tuah. From Malacca to Johor, on the next leg of a 2-day official visit. Thousands of people crowded the main railway stations, especially at Johor Bahru, to welcome Their Majesties. Their Majesties were welcomed by Their Royal Highnesses the Sultan and Sultana of Johor and state dignitaries. An official welcoming ceremony was held in front of the railway station. After the royal salute, the king inspects a guard of honor of men of the Royal Malaysian Navy. The royal party then drove in a motorcade to the Istana Besar. The whole town happily came out and lined the route to welcome their king, the symbol of solidarity of multiracial Malaysia. At the Istana Besar, a menghadap ceremony is then held. The President of the Royal Council of Johor pays homage to His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong to seek His Majesty's permission for members of the Johor royal family to pay their homage to their Majesties. A tea party is then held for their Majesties at the Istana. More than 2,000 guests, including members of the royal family, community leaders and members of parliament, attended the party. The next morning, His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong visited a low-cost housing scheme at Malacca. This is part of the government's program to house the lower-income group in better and more respectable homes. It was a proud and lucky day for Encik Muhammad Dom and his family when the King visited his house. These homes will enable the less fortunate Malaysians to have a better outlook on life and a better way of living. Meanwhile, the Raja Permaisuri Agong visited the Princess Elizabeth School for the Blind. Her Majesty highly appreciated the efforts being carried out at this school to educate the children physically and morally, including the reading of the Holy Quran in Braille. Then their Majesties visited the Jubilee Home for Children. Here their Majesties had the opportunity of observing 110 inmates of the home being given training for their rehabilitation. To mark this significant visit of their Majesties to the state, a state banquet is held at the Istana. In his royal address, the King expressed the desire that the solidarity of multiracial Malaysians would always remain deep within them. Before departing for Kuala Lumpur, their Majesties the Yang di-Pertuan Agong and the Raja Permaisuri Agong thanked their Royal Highnesses and the people for their warm welcome during their 2-day official visit to Johor. The royal visit has been most successful. It has brought about greater respect and loyalty for our King and Queen.